friends to Virgo women. What is that about? What's the science behind it? If you're one of them astrology bitches...
Hi, I'm one of those astrology bitches. I am a Black, queer, autistic astrology enthusiast for my whole life because it's one of my autistic special interests, and professional astrologer of 4 years. And here's what I think is at play. Okay, so the original poster had talked about Aquarius women not being good friends to Virgo women in her experience. I am neither an Aquarius nor a Virgo sun, so, take this with a grain of salt, because I haven't seen this personally, but here's what I think is going on astrologically. It's all about the aspects. Aspects are the relationship between planetary placements. Some aspects are like two planets sitting next to each other, that's conjunct. Or two planets directly opposite of each other, that's called an opposition. They're 180 degrees away from each other in the natal chart circle. One aspect that we never really talk about as astrologers anyway is the quincunx, the inconjunct. And it is an aspect created by two planetary placements that are sitting 150 degrees away from each other. Another thing that you need to know is that all of the signs have a element that they represent and a modality that they represent. Fire, earth, air, water, or cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Cardinal being the energy of starting a thing, fixed energy being the energy of being committed to a thing, mutable energy being the energy of being able to transition between things. With some of the aspects, like, for example, the conjunction, two planets sitting next to each other, they're sitting in the same element and modality. If planets were opposite of each other, they would be in different elements, but they would at least have the same modality in common. But in a quincunx aspect, like the aspect between Aquarius and Virgo, they have nothing in common. Aquarius is an air sign, Virgo is an earth sign. Aquarius is a fixed sign, Virgo is a mutable sign. So of course they don't get along. In a person's natal chart, an inconjunct kind of can't really be solved or strategized around. You really just have to take that these are two separate planetary placements doing things in different ways, and that you have to respect that each of these has their own way to do things. And, maybe balance can't be found, but at least respect can be honored. But that's just in a natal chart. Natal charts aren't people. And so my challenge to the original poster is to think of how your natal chart is made up of more than just your Virgo. You are partially an Aquarius. I would be curious if you have any planets in Aquarius, like a Mars or a Chiron. We all have the energy of all 12 signs in our chart in some way, shape, or form. And so it may be useful to you as you are thinking about relating to Aquarius people to find the Aquarian part of your chart to understand in what area of life, so the house, you have Aquarius, so that you can understand maybe that's the place that I can find myself relating to Aquariuses. Because maybe it's not the house of friendship and social relationships that you should be doing with Aquarians. Maybe it's something like business relationships or just art projects or some other thing that I can't think of. So that's my challenge to you. Find the Aquarius part of your chart. Figure out where it is, how you do it, and see how that might change your relationships to the Aquarians in your life. I don't know. It's just an idea from some astrology bitch.